Welcome to day 76 and another Saturday Detox. Our protocol today is going to have 4 supersets. Each superset is going to focus on a particular part of our body. We're going to perform the first movement for 30 seconds, the second movement for 60 seconds, and the third movement, which is also the first movement, for another 30 seconds. That's 2 minutes of work per set, and we're going to complete 5 sets per grouping. As always, you'll notice that movements that we accumulate throughout the week end up having another guest appearance during Saturday Detox. So for our first superset, movement A and movement C is a behind the butt deadlift. You're gonna have your implement slightly behind the body. We're gonna hinge through the hips. And when we're no longer able to hinge through the hip, we're gonna bend our knee to get down towards our implement. Once we get towards our implement, we're gonna take a big breath in, shoulder blades back and down. We're gonna stand up with our load and then return the load behind the butt. You're gonna deload for a moment and then you're gonna reload. Deload, reload. Accumulating 30 seconds at A and 30 seconds at C. Movement B is a competing exercise to A and C, meaning that it's using similar muscles and a movement pattern. We're gonna push our lower back into the floor. We're gonna dig our heel into the ground. We're gonna perform a single leg glute bridge. This is a 60-second set. So we shall spend 30 seconds on one and then 30 seconds on the other. If you find that it's hard to get the hip into full extension on one leg, you can anchor the other leg as a bit of a kickstand to help get that height through the hip, not the lower back. Superset 2, movement A and C, is a push-up. Ensuring that our shoulder blades stay pulled back and down away from the ears, descending into our push-up and ensuring that the shoulders stay packed and don't come out of their position. We're also thinking about keeping the midsection tight and rigid as a push-up is a moving plank. 30 seconds for A and C, performing it from whichever lever that feels successful for you. Movement B is an alternating overhead press. We're gonna load our arms. We're gonna hold this top position and we're gonna release one at a time, accumulating 60 seconds worth of repetitions. Superset 3, movement A and C, is gonna be a goblet squat. You're gonna use whatever load you've got accessible to you and you're gonna load anteriorly, performing 30 seconds worth of repetitions. Movement B, reverse lunges. If you do load these, you're gonna load them at the side so you're not over fatiguing that goblet position. We're gonna step back with one and then switch to the other side, accumulating 60 seconds worth of repetitions here. Superset 4, movement A and C, bent over row. Deep hip hinge position. Dig your heels, your big toe, your baby toe into the floor and flex your butt. From here, you're gonna pull the shoulder blades up and back and then allow the elbows to follow suit. If you're using a lighter load, I want you to also think about pushing the elbows into the side of the torso at the top position to get a little bit more out of the movement. Movement B, bent over, eyes. We're gonna pull back down towards the shoulders, pulling our shoulder blades and our elbows towards our bum. We're gonna press up to our end range, trying to lift the shoulders as high as possible and the thumbs up to the ceiling. We're gonna accumulate 60 seconds of reps. If you're starting to fatigue through the lower back and the leg area from being in that double hip hinge position, you can also perform these on the ground, still ensuring that we never let the shoulders or the elbows rest on the floor. Each set is followed by 30 seconds of rest, and as stated before, you'll do all 5 sets for one superset before moving on. If you enjoyed today's Saturday Detox, give our video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to our channel, and even leave a comment below.